Okay, got a little quiz here. If you're of a certain age, you might remember this monthly magazine would come to your house and it had the piano, vocal, guitar music for popular songs. And it was great. And we used to get this, we had a subscription to it at our home. So I actually remember this very well. And I used to enjoy getting through it. And when I say piano, vocal, guitar, I should say it was actually organ, vocal, guitar. I guess that was back in the days when people still had those kind of home organs, where you have a foot pedal there. But I wonder who knows. It came to your house once a month and had, 8, 10, 12 popular songs in it and the piano, vocal, guitar music for them. Let's see if you're right. Yep, it's Popular Music Magazine. I've got a couple issues here. And I remember these. I remember the covers. It's always kind of cool to see the covers. It looks like a festival, music playing. That looks like a protest. We've had some protests lately. That looks like a protest of yore. That's June, July 1973, the best of Popular Music Magazine. Organ, vocal, guitar. And here we've got December, January 1974. That's the cover I really remember. In fact, I think I might still have that in our piano music somewhere. I didn't look for it. I bought this off eBay. I got all three of these for like $10. But I think we still might have that because I can still see my mom's handwriting, Line Weber's up there in my mind's eye. But we had all these when I was a kid. And that was the kind of thing, that was the kind of lady my mom was. We'd get this at our house, and it made a big difference in my life now that I'm older and she's gone and I look back on it. Let's look inside. So you get the piano, vocal, guitar music there, or I should say organ, vocal, guitar. But I really like that kind of piano, vocal, guitar music. You got the guitar chords up there. And usually, let's see if I'm right. Usually, and you got a little guitar chord chart on the back, which was very cool. This was an age of guitar. Sometimes I think, well, maybe I'm just getting older and out of touch, but I feel like the kind of I don't know, this piano, vocal, guitar, the nice songs in it. I don't know if I can think of anything that's current today in 2024 that's this musically literate, but in a kind of middle class way. Let's look at the table of contents there. Is that Neil Diamond? Let's see, we got Alfie. Okay, that might be the guy who sang Alfie. Is that Burt Bacharach maybe? Anyway, Autumn Leaves. Come Saturday morning. My dad used to have an album of Come Saturday Morning, and it was directed by Jackie Gleason, the great one. Look at House of the Rising Sun. That's Cherry Cherry. Okay, I bet that is Neil Diamond. They've got Cherry Cherry in here. My Sweet Lord. Look, and you know what? This is a 1973 magazine, and these songs were just out. My Sweet Lord was a new song back then. It was like a year or two old. Scarborough Fair. And you got a little blurb about every song. Look at, okay, Traces. I wanted to say a little bit about that because I know the man who wrote Traces. A little trivia. Who wrote Traces? And do you know that song? There it is. I bet you do if you hear it. Faded photographs, covered now with lines and creases, tickets torn in half, memories in bits and pieces, traces of love. What a great freaking song. And I know the man who wrote that. It was J.R. Cobb. Let's see, his name is up there. And he was in a group called the Classics 4 with Buddy Bowie and a guy named Emery Gordy. I don't know who that is. But a guy named Dennis Yost sang that in the Yost sang it in the Classics 4. But then J.R. Cobb was in the Atlanta Rhythm section, and I actually played with him a couple times before he died, and it was an honor. He also wrote the song "Spooky." and several other Atlanta Rhythm Section songs, but that song "Spooky." So that's one there. Look at the great selection you got in these. We got a little protest there. Let's see what's in this one. I'm thinking that Burt Bacharach and Hal David. Let's see here. What do we have? All My Trials. Now, whenever I hear that, I think of the American Trilogy with Elvis, which has Dixie, All My Trials, and the Battle Hymn of the Republic. And they used to always play that at Stone Mountain, Georgia for their laser show. And I don't know if they still do. It got kind of controversial, but it's a classic Elvis tune. I would always stick up for playing that American Trilogy. Alley Cat. I play Alley Cat on the piano. All these songs, if you're younger, but I knew all these songs. Dreams of the Everyday Housewife. Glenn Campbell sang that. I think I still got the Glenn Campbell album around here that my mom had. Such are the dreams of the everyday housewife. You meet everywhere, every time of the day. The everyday housewife that gave up the good life for me. Sort of I guess now they'd call her a trad wife, huh? Dueling banjos. Look at all the Happy Wanderer. I love to go. And you know what? They give you, rock, light rock, kind of pop. There's Ode to Joy, but that was a pop version of it that came out in the early 70s. It's a Sin to Tell a Lie, Honey. That's Bobby Goldsboro, I think. It's a Sin to Tell a Lie, Ode to Joy, Pastures Green. I don't know that one. Peaceful. Helen Reddy. It's all so peaceful here. Take Me Along. I don't know that one. This Guy's in Love with You. You see this guy. I remember I was friends in high school with the super duper good trumpet player. I mean, for high school, he was like great. Must have been one of the greatest trumpet players in the state for his age. And he would always play that song. Like he played it at a talent show when I was like in 7th grade. And he was really very good. Okay, now this is the one I actually remember. I miss the 70s. Oh, look. Is that Love Story? Ally McGraw and Ryan O'Neal. I bet yep. Where do I be? Look at this. Christmas song. Day by Day from Godspell. And you know something? You'd get some Christian or faith songs in the popular music catalog back then, and they weren't, it wasn't Calvary Died for Me, but you'd see some Christian songs in the popular music back then. No Golden Carriage, No Bright Toy. That's a Christmas carol. Put on a happy face. That's from Bye Bye Birdie, right? Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face. Put Your Hand in the Hand. That's another gospel one. We sang that when I was in school. I wonder if they'd let the kids sing that in school today. But we sang that. It's a great song to sing. We sang it when I was a little kid. Put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water. Put your hand in the hand of the man who calmed the sea. Oh, man. Say, has anybody seen my... Let's look through here. Witchcraft. Day by Day. There we go. Man. Theme from Love Story. Where do I begin? I'm telling you, music was well done back then. The Christmas song, Mel Torme. Yeah. Look, and you got the organ part, but kind of nice. You know what? I liked piano, vocal, guitar. As a guitar player, I learned a lot. I wouldn't necessarily use this that much today. But as a guitar player growing up, like in junior high age, when I'd only been playing a year or two, I used to really learn a lot from following these books. And I could also play the piano back then. Still play the piano. And it helped me to kind of see the connection between guitar and piano. And also, I think the structure of songs. I think a lot of guitar players don't have a sense of structure of popular songs. Put your hand in the hand of the man who stilled the water. Oh, when you're smiling. Is that Irving? No. Don't know that one. Yeah. The story of the spirituals. I enjoyed that. And it was kind of a middle class, middle of the road, but, it was positive. There was usually some sense of, racial harmony. They did try to have a mix of music. Man. Dayton, Ohio. Yeah, these were good. And you know what? I don't see piano, vocal, guitar music much anymore. It used to be practically any song, that was just something that came out with any kind of main song had a piano, vocal, guitar, sheet music type arrangement. Let's look at them all here. Little thatched roof there. That might be for Scarborough Fair, English. Yeah. There it is. I definitely recommend this magazine, and I wish music was still like that. I was gonna say I wish they still had magazines like this, but more generically, I wish music was still like this, because I feel like I don't even know. I watch Rick Beato go through the top 10 songs sometimes on Spotify at any given month currently, and some of it's so devoid of melody, harmony, verse, chorus, any kind of traditional popular song structure. I don't even know what you'd come up with for like a piano, vocal, guitar. You'd have the same 2 notes for 5 pages. Yeah. Very, very nice. Whether you were a guitar player or a piano player or an organ player, these were good to have. And you got one a month. What a great magazine this was. And I Googled it. I couldn't even find on Wikipedia anything about this magazine, although I remember it quite well. Maybe it's because my mom subscribed to it. But definitely great. Thanks. God bless.